Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at the twist stick and how the twist stick can help your chipping. Now one of the biggest issues I see a lot of amateur golfers is when they're chipping a ball, short shots around the green, they tend to buckle and break their wrists a little bit too much. Now sure, there is a little bit of give and take when it comes to hitting a chip shot, staying nice and sort of rhythmical through the shot and not being too tight and rigid, but far too often the left wrist sort of just buckles and breaks. What ends up happening then is the leading edge of the club, which is that front little bit over there, that leading edge rises up as the left wrist breaks. Now with that piece rising up, you end up catching the ball, what they call sculling the ball, hitting it on top of the golf ball and not getting underneath it. And because of that, you end up hitting this sort of rocketing shot that goes straight over the back of the green or into water hazard or bunker or some sort of trouble. So this is a very simple, easy drill you can do at home. If you don't have a twist stick, you can even use a golf club. I'll illustrate to you how, but this is just to help you stop breaking the wrist through impact. So have a look. Right, so I've got my twist stick and my golf club now. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my twist stick, put it on the grip of my golf club, and grip it as normal. It's really, really thin, so it doesn't really affect the way that you grip the golf club too much. Might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not too bad. Once you've gripped it, you'll see where the twist stick actually is on the left hand side of my body. So now when I make a swing, as soon as I try and buckle and break my left wrist, what ends up happening is I get sort of slapped in the ribs, if you will, with my twist stick. Now if I don't buckle and break, it's not a problem at all. I can easily get my hands to get right through the shot. Okay. On the way back, the hands go back. As long as I don't buckle and break that left wrist through impact, the twist stick won't hit me. If I do, bang, hits me straight in the ribs every time, you know. So that's the move we're going to be practicing today. A little bit of weight on your front foot, take the club back on a nice takeaway, and just get the hands to accelerate instead of just buckling and breaking that left wrist. So, right guys, so simple as that. As I mentioned earlier, if you don't have a twist stick, take a 5-iron or a 6-iron or so and just reverse the club around so that the two grips are over each other, and just do exactly the same sort of drill. Make sure the club is on the sort of left-hand side of your shot for a right-handed golfer. Just by sort of limiting that movement, especially around the delicate shots around the green, I really think it will improve your chipping, and your shot making around the green will become far, far better. So again, stop cupping the wrist, stop breaking that left wrist as much. Try and get the hands to drive through, and that's where you get your acceleration from, not from speeding up the wrists. You've got no control if you do that. Go give it a try and see if it works out for you. Catch me on my blog for some other great tips coming up soon. Be sure to catch me on my blog, citygolf.com.my/blog. Otherwise, drop me a mail at hector@citygolf.com.my.